Hey everyone, we're going to talk about pacing boards and sentence strips and how I use these tools in therapy to help students increase their language skills. One of the first things we do when children are learning to talk is we try to increase their vocabulary. So they are learning words that have representation and meaning. And as their vocabulary increases, then we're teaching them to put words together. So as we combine words to share meaning, sometimes we need some help to do that. And that's where these come in. So boys and girls that are in language therapy, learning to increase their utterance length, are often doing that for a variety of reasons. They're learning how to describe, they're learning how to comment. Sometimes boys and girls are working on asking questions or requesting items. And as they go to school and they're in classrooms and they are exposed to the academics, we are looking at how do we figure out what they know? And so many teachers are asking questions. So students are being asked questions all day long. So we're going to talk about today how we can use a pacing board to help them make their utterances longer for a variety of reasons, whether it's commenting, describing, or answering questions. That is one of the ways at school that we figure out what children know, is by asking them questions. So in therapy, we are working on increasing their language usage. And so we want them to use their words. We tell children that a lot. Use your words to tell us what you want. But we want them to practice doing that in a meaningful way. So how do we put those words together? And that's where these come in. So what children often do is they start working with pattern sentences. So after their vocabulary is increasing and they're putting words together, we practice with something that's pretty uniform that looks like this. I see blank. So we could use this sentence strip to help students describe a picture. And so they're using the same one over and over, and they're getting practice doing that with these picture cues. And hearing us practice that. The next one is I have. So many students are playing a game maybe in therapy, and they have something and they have to tell what they have. Or I want, if they're requesting an item. And as they get better with that, then we're looking at the more advanced sentence structure of can I have, using an asking word to make a request. But there isn't a sentence strip for everything that we need. And so as children's language skills increase, then we start to use the pacing board. It's open-ended and it can be used in any situation to help build language. So one of the ways that we use this is to help describe or comment or ask or answer a question. So tonight I will talk about answering questions. If I ask the question about a picture, what color is the ball? And the student said blue, that's a one-word response. He's showing me he understands the question, but what a great chance to build on that language. So we're going to model. The ball is blue. And they might need some help doing that. We might have to give them every single word. I have students in my class use their finger and help me point so that they are responsible for building that big sentence. It gives them ownership and it involves them in the process. So students are sometimes starting out just imitating the words, and then they're putting in the last one or the second to last one. That's wonderful. We keep going, and eventually they are starting to use the words to answer the questions, to make comments. They're putting those ideas together with our help and with this visual reminder. So we are walking them through that. Many students are at the point where I can just pull out this pacing board and say, now tell me that in a complete sentence. They've given me a one-word answer to describe or to answer a question, and they know how to turn it around and say, the ball is blue. Okay, so this is a great way, a great visual reminder to let them know that you're expecting them to use a big sentence. We want them to practice using as much of their language as possible at home. And this is one great way that they've already been exposed to that can help them do that. So good luck. See ya.